My dear students, welcome to our today's class. We shall be starting on the safety. We have this unit of workshop technology mechanical. Workshop technology mechanical. We have 4 topics to cover and workshop technology. One, we have the machine tools. Two, we have the power. We have the engines. Number 3, we have another topic on water pumps, and lastly we have this topic on the safety. We have those 4 topics. So I want us to start with the safety. What we say in our workshop, safety is personal. Safety is personal. When you enter in a workshop, your relatives, your neighbors, your village people need you the way you entered in a workshop. They need you the way you entered in a workshop. So in a workshop, safety is personal. When you get in a workshop, when you don't observe safety, then you are injured. You maybe in some accident, you can even be permanently disabled. So this one will affect you personally. It will not affect the other person you are working with. So that is why we are saying in a workshop, safety is personal. Lift what you can in a workshop, because if you feel energetic, you go lifting even the engine you can lift. Then after 40 years, when you are 40, 50 years, that is when you start complaining of the body ache. So in a workshop, safety is personal. So let us look at the various reasons why we need to observe safety in a workshop. Reasons why we need to observe safety in a workshop. Number 1 is to eliminate accident and work stoppage. To eliminate accident in a workshop, work stoppage, and production losses. So when you observe safety, there will be no work stoppage. There will be no production losses. In that point, you can see if you cause accident in a workshop, for instance, when you are in a busy workshop, then you cause accident, then you scream for help. By that, people will pay attention onto you. So you will waste even 2 hours. 2 hours. You will waste 2 hours. So this one will be wasting the time, and also it will have stopped the work. And again, the production losses. For instance, if your target in a company is to produce 12 vehicles or to assemble 12 vehicles, then due to the accident that has been caused, then you waste 2 hours solving the situation. Then you realize that at the end of the day, you will have produced 9 vehicles. So this one will have reduced. The production of the company. Number 2, we have the need. The other need of observing safety is to prevent the accident in the industry. So by doing that, by observing safety, you will be reducing the accident in the industry. Number 3, we have to reduce the workman compensation and insurance rate, etc. So by observing safety, you will not be there will not be compensation rate, insurance. So you will have reduced all this. Remember, even if you cause accident in a workshop, then the insurance rate come in. Then when you are found you are working under poor conditions, you are not observing safety, you will not be compensated. So to avoid all this, to avoid the compensation and the insurance rate, we need to observe safety in a workshop. The other reason is to reduce or to increase the production of the company. To increase the production of company. If the target of the company is 12 vehicles, if the target of the company is to produce, for instance, in Isuzu East Africa, they assemble the Isuzu vehicles. Their target in the end series, they have to produce 11 vehicles. This is the target of the company. So when you observe safety, you can eat ahead of this. You can produce even 13 vehicles. It means that you have raised the production of the company, by observing safety. Lastly, we have to prevent the loss of life, which might be caused by the accident. So again, there are those accidents that will even cause the loss of life. So to prevent the loss of life in our workshop, we need to observe safety. If you move in most of the workshop in maybe Kariobangi, you find that those people who are operating the reading machine, they don't have this vehicle. If you ask them, when you are attached there, in fact, they tell you, don't worry, even this finger will go missing one day. Your finger will go missing. Just if you ask them, you realize that they were not observing safety by that. So, and you realize that we said in the area when we are starting, safety is personal. So let us look at the types of accident in our workshop. We have 5 types of accident in our workshop. Number 1, we have the near accident. In the near accident, if you are involved in a near accident, it means that the near accident has no damages or injuries. If there is no damages or injuries. For instance, if your colleague tells you you assist him or her with a hammer, then you throw to him or her, then she is hit by the hammer, there is no damage or injury, then you can feel the pain inside, then that is a near accident. We have the triple accident. In a triple accident, this has less damages. We have the minor accident. The minor accident has more damages and injury than the trivial accident. Minor accident has more damages and injury than a trivial accident. Remember, from here upward, you can do the first aid. This is not necessary you go to the hospital. In a near accident, a trivial accident, minor accident, this one, not necessary you move to the hospital. You can do the first aid and all that. Then you recover. So we have another accident known as the serious accident. When you are involved in a serious accident, it means that some of you have lost life. The other people they are taken to ICU. Some of them are in a coma, you see. So in a serious accident, you can be involved in a serious accident. And lastly, number 4, we have what we call the fatal. The fatal accident. When you are involved in a fatal accident, then it means that you are no longer in this zone. You are no longer there. You are dead. If, for instance, we say somebody is involved in a fatal accident, it means that that person is no longer there. Like for instance, this governor of Nyeri, they said he was involved in a fatal accident around the Kabati. It means that Governor Kaguru is no longer there. So when you are involved in a fatal accident, you are not there. So those are some of the accidents in our workshop. Let us look at the causes of accident in our workshop. These are the causes. 1, we have poor working condition. We have poor working environment, poor using proper tools or not using proper tools. We have because of the speed work, lack of cleanliness, We have overconfidence, etc. But we have several, we have common causes of accident in our shop. These notes are already online, so you can take them down and you try to go through them. So we have common uses of accident or common causes of accident in our shop. We have lack of skills or knowledge. We have loose clothes or loose clothes of work, or you wear a loose cloth in our shop like the ties and all that. We have the insufficient workspace. We have overspend work. We have poor working condition, proper machine maintenance, overloading of machines. All these can cause accident in our shop. So let us look at the types of safety in our shop. We have three types of safety in our shop. We have three types of safety in our shop. Number one, we have personal safety. We have personal safety. This is where you are now to observe safety. You yourself, you observe safety. Number two, we have job stroke machine safety. We have number two, we have the job safety. Job safety. You need to protect your job. You need to protect your job. Remember, if you continue behaving in a serious workshop, they will suspend you. So you need to prevent your job. Number three, we have machine stroke tool safety. Tool safety. So those are the three types of safety in our shop. Now let us look at the safety precautions. The safety precautions while in our shop. Safety precaution in our shop, or the precaution in our shop. We have so many safety precautions in our shop. You have been doing this even in high school. In our workshop, you have done these are the rules in our workshop. So again, here we have the rules or the safety precautions in our workshop. Number one, we have wear proper gears in our workshop. You should not wear loose clothes. For instance, neck ties, etc. chains. Report all injuries, whoever small, to the trainer or to the technician. Then we have the machine should be operated by a skilled person. Don't operate a machine without the knowledge. So you try to take note on the safety precaution in our shop. I have already put them on your online platform. So take note on the same. So let us move to the first aid. First aid. Let us start by defining the term of first aid. First aid is the skilled application of the accepted principles of treatment on the occurrence of an injury, or in the case of sudden illness, using facilities or materials available at the time. So first aid, you can define by your own definition. You define the first aid, the term first aid. So in other terms, you are saying first aid is the assistance given to any person suffering a sudden illness or injury, with care provided to preserve life, prevent the condition from worsening, and to promote recovery. That is the first aid by definition. So we have the importance of first aid. We have to keep the patient alive. Number two, to prevent the situation from worsening. Number three, to relieve pain, to reduce pain. That is why the reason why we do the first aid. So I want you to take note on the same. We have a first aid kit. Know what is there in the first aid kit. Then in our next lesson we shall be discussing on the fire. So thank you for attending the lessons.